Yo, it's effective immediately. I'm DJ Head.
Ziggy, iggy, iggy, ooh, ooh.
It's sticky icky.
Oh, sticky, icky, icky, ooh, ooh. I got a big mouth stash, pocket full of. It's the 50th episode.
Oh.
It's Saturday.
It's not Saturday.
It's Friday.
Introduce yourself.
They know who the f*** it is.
Okay. All right.
Who I think I am, Jermaine Dupri?
Yeah. Y'all know what this is.
It's your favorite homegirl, Gina Views.
Shout out to JD, man. I saw Jermaine Dupri at the Jagged Edge show.
Man.
And JD came out and they did Where the Party At.
Did you cry a little bit?
No, but that shit was fire, man. I ain't never seen them perform.
We can't cuss the first 8 minutes.
But that was fire. I ain't never seen them perform.
Did it make you like R&B a little more?
No, but it was a lot of emotion, but it didn't make no. To answer your question, no. But I am glad that I did get to see Jagged Edge perform because I've never seen them perform before.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I got to see and it was a Jagged Edge show. It wasn't like they was on a festival with a whole bunch. It was like they show.
Yeah.
And so I got to see that. It was super dope though. I ain't gonna lie. Like they singing the whole time.
Did you make it in time for Donnell Jones and Eric?
No.
Oh, you missed it.
I missed it. I got out right when Jagged Edge was coming out. Like, I got in right when it was coming out. But I seen Eric Bellinger backstage, my guy, and, we chopped it up. But, no, I missed it.
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah. That was one of them. I ain't going to lie. Seeing them perform at their show and, like, what they set, they danced, like, it was a Jagged Edge show. Yeah. I was like, maybe I need to look at some more R&B shows.
Yeah, you should.
Because
R&B
I
is a great genre.
I was very impressed by the amount of breath control it takes. Like, remember when I was talking about the Kendrick show and how the breath control, how much breath, like, they singing.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean, I don't know because I'm not an artist, but I would assume that it's harder than rapping. Mm-hmm. But it was dope.
Yeah, I don't know what you was doing 20, 30 years ago, but obviously you know that was probably like when R&B was in much a better place. Mm-hmm. So I can see why these days why you're not into it really, but like back then, it had some stuff.
Yeah,
we'll get into it later on.
It was cool. Anything interesting going on for you this week, Gina Views?
This week, no, I just wind down. Well, did we do anything after Monday? We didn't do nothing after Monday, right? Oh, Ty Dolla $ign.
We did Ty Dolla $ign. We did a Pandora playback.
Yeah, we did Pandora playback. That was cool. That's something I was very, very nervous to do.
Why?
I have more fun preparing for new artists because I'm more so learning about them. And I feel like when I'm interviewing more like established artists or legendary acts, that I have to do more in-depth research because I'm essentially asking questions that'll teach the fans or viewers about the guest.
Got you.
So
it's more of a duty.
It's more of a duty. And I know that like how we talked about with Ty, y'all see it soon. But obviously he's a part of a big era for LA, the Pushes Inc. era. So I knew it was important to talk about that and his affiliate. People don't really see him with YG and Mustard as much, but that's all we know is them three early on, in LA.
I think they got the cover of a magazine. I think it was The Source or Double XL or something.
Probably like 2012 or something like that. Yeah,
it was a big deal.
So I know people kind of like isolate them, but we look at them as one. Not one, but like we're used to them as a movement. As a movement. So I'm a nervous type of bitch anyway. You know that.
Yeah, you can't curse.
Damn. You know what I've been trying to work on?
What?
I don't want to. I want to stop cussing.
Me too.
Well, I want to lessen my cussing. I'm still gonna get my off.
Same.
Yeah, but I want to stop saying the N word so much, cause I'll be you rap, like.
So who do you make rap then? If you're not making these N words rap, who you making rap?
I gotta find another word because ninjas is crazy.
No, you don't use that.
I hate ninjas. That's almost like Kids Bop.
That's like some Adam 22. You don't want to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. So that'll deter you from using that.
But why is ninja white?
No, it's just that's the word that I think he uses to.
I think it came from TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
They're using the emoji.
Yeah, because you can't cuss over there. So
Maybe.
I think it came from TikTok. But it irritates me. I don't like when people say ish. Ugh. I hate ish. Like,
well, let's.
I don't like ish or ninja. It just.
Well, I say humans.
I make humans rap. That sounds weak as a mother. That sounds weak. I make these humans rap. Nah, we not doing humans.
Rappers. How about rappers?
I make rappers rap. Well, speaking of that, I'm dropping a mixtape.
Okay.
I just posted the cover. We kind of been talking about this, I feel like, since I've been working on it since we started the show.
Yes.
So I did officially
low key since before we started the show.
Yeah, for sure. I just dropped the cover, give myself a little pressure, because I got scared to drop it. I was like scared. But I do have merch. Hopefully next week I'll have samples in hand so I can, show or whatever. Yeah. But I do have a shirt that says "Make N-Words Rap Again." And
you gotta take that off now.
No.
You rocking that?
We rocking that one.
Yeah, that's already done.
Yeah, that's already done. Shout out to Licks, the merch guy. And then the other shirt says, "Shut the F up and rap."
Got you.
1-800 Gina Views.
I like that.
At the bottom, yeah.
Oh, Gina. That's 8 words, 8 letters, though.
Yeah, we're not thinking on specific.
Okay. I'm just saying, United States.
You can't dial it anyway.
I know, I'm just saying, but United States,
Yeah. I'm picking up what you putting down.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I like the sentiment, though.
Yeah.
I like where you went with it.
You think I could get a phone number?
Yes.
Like Mike Jones?
Yes. It won't be Gina Views, though, because it's 8.
So it's going to be Gina View?
Yeah.
No, it's damn near going to be Gina View. Because we're going to have to, you got to move the A over to the 4, and then you got to drop the W on the S. So it's Gina View.
Yeah.
Gina View. Gina View.
Oh, man, if you just tuning in, ain't nothing wrong with us.
You caught that?
You know what I'm saying? We just,
the whole thing? Nipple ring?
What?
Shit. The audience seen it.
What?
We're going to have to clip that. PB, just put a little block. Just black it out.
A little black it out?
A little nip slip. Ain't nothing too crazy.
You got nipple rings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a motherfucker.
What? When you get them?
I had them I got them in 2014.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm just not out here just,
look
at my teeth.
Yeah, I know, but you got that's you grandfather into the nipple ring movement.
Yeah, they healed and everything.
Yeah.
Because bitches' nipples don't be healed.
They don't?
No.
What they be looking like?
They
keloid?
Woo. You ain't ever smelled a nipple?
I can't smell food.
Oh, dang. Bitches probably just around you, nipples stinking. You don't even know. Nipples stink.
I hope not.
It smell like, well, damn, you don't even know what ear piercing smell like.
Like earring backs?
No.
Do people be having dirty earring backs?
I mean, I'm not unscrewing niggas' earrings and looking at the backs, so I don't know. But I think you supposed to take them motherfuckers out every night and clean them anyway.
Every night?
That's what I do. Yeah. It's like brushing your teeth. You take everything out, you clean it.
Yeah, I know niggas ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Especially the dudes that be out here like at the club all the time. They ain't unscrewing their earrings and cleaning.
They just sleeping on them motherfuckers.
Oh, what? Sleeping in them, showering in them.
I seen a nigga showering in his chains.
Really?
Ain't nobody gonna rob you.
Well, he was showering in his chains because you was in his hotel room, or you what you mean?
Damn, I just said a lot.
Yeah. Like what? So Gina's a setup girl. Like I'm gonna just go ahead and tuck mine in.
I didn't mean it like that, but I see where I walked myself to that ledge just now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so nipples. I think that part of the skin. I'm not sure because I'm not a doctor or what's a professional piercer? What do you call those people who do piercings? A piercer?
Not an esthetician, right?
No, esthetician is
lashes and shit.
Esthetician is just skin.
Face.
Yeah.
Skin.
But estheticians ain't on the nipples though.
But why okay. Dermatologists are skin.
Dermatologists probably could have a special credentials with nipples. I don't know, but anyway.
Who is the nipple person?
Yeah.
That works just on the nipple.
Just nipples. We've been saying nipples a lot. So look. So I think that part of the body doesn't necessarily heal. It just doesn't heal once because I don't think you're supposed to
pierce it.
So I noticed after like 5 years.
Do y'all? But if you pierce it, do you just automatically link? Like, do it start leaking like breast milk?
That's not how titties work. This nigga think bitches out here just squirting.
I mean, I know you have to be pregnant to lactate, but I'm just saying, like,
head titties is just not a waterfall. It's just not just squirt. He think it's like you bite a motherfucking water balloon and then the water just squirt out. No.
I just remember having an interaction with somebody.
That motherfucker squirting. You shouldn't be fucking pregnant bitches.
She wasn't pregnant.
She used to be?
No.
She just had milk?
I'm like, yo.
She might have told you she ain't. She might have just.
She was recently pregnant?
She might have just terminated something. No. I ain't trying to dirty Mac the home girl, but. Oh. You feel me? But yeah. After 5 years, I realized that they wasn't healed.
Oof.
So I switched rings and I switched to acrylic. Because
I thought you could only pierce nipples with the barbell.
The pierce, yes. Piercing.
But once it healed, you could put anything in it.
It wasn't healing. So I switched to acrylic. So I ended up switching to acrylic because I was going to get a, what's the thing when they put you in that big ass thing and it's loud when you get in a car accident? They do a scan of your whole body.
Oh, that's called a...
CT scan?
No, it's an MRI.
MRI. I went and got an MRI and they said you have to take all your body jewelry out. But the nipples are so sensitive that once you remove it, it could close up. Fast. Like within like seconds, it's over with.
Damn.
And it hurt too bad to go do it again. So I put acrylic in there and then I kept the acrylic in there and it healed. So if y'all have, I know a lot of people who have their things done and they say that it won't heal. If you have unhealed nipples, switch to acrylic and it'll heal.
Look
and
at
now
reviews with the helpful hint.
Yeah, and now I can wear the gold bars and stuff like that.
Got you.
But I would hate to transition into something so crazy, but I would like us to just get in here and get out of here.
Okay.
If we can just get in and get out.
Okay.
Because I've been in traffic for a long time. I done seen Waymos on fire. You know what I want to see? I don't want to see another Waymo on fire, but I do want to see what the Waymo does when it starts glitching right before it sets on fire. Mm-hmm. How did they stop the Waymo?
Well, if you jump in front of a Waymo, it'll stop.
It just don't move?
Because that's how my car is. It'll just stop. Like if it's driving by itself
it won't stop.
And something come in front of it, it'll stop and it won't go forward no more. So it's not hard to stop an autonomous vehicle. But yeah,
was that me and you that was stopping at the corner and waiting for that Waymo to turn?
Yeah.
We thirsty.
Yeah, for sure.
So we saw a Waymo. We was at Marathon and we saw a Waymo trying to turn into a residential street as there were cars going onto the main street. Mm-hmm. And me and Had sat there. We was tired. We was hungry, but we had to see what happened. And I think we just got tired of standing there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a lot going on with these ICE raids all over the country. I mean, we are here in Los Angeles where we have a very dense Latino population, and it's been very disheartening to see people. The thing that I understand the sentiment that people are saying, like, oh, we shouldn't be doing. I mean, the sentiment of like we want people who are here, who belong here, but who belongs here? Like everybody in America is immigrants. Like ain't nobody. Like there are indigenous people, there are people who are naturalized people, but those people don't even have rights because it was taken over by colonizers a long time ago. That's neither here nor there.
I'm an immigrant.
Yes, fool.
Where I'm supposed to be at?
With me.
Where you supposed? I was born in California Hospital.
I was born in Kaiser. What the fuck that mean? I'm talking about if you go back and back and back and back and back and back, you not from here. Now it might be some ancestors that you have that might be from here.
So who's from here?
The indigenous natives.
The Native Americans.
Native Americans, they call them that, but they're more so because Americans are a title that was given to them. Mm-hmm. It's more like we call them indigenous people.
Those are people Christopher Columbus robbed.
He wasn't even the first person to rob them.
Oh, they just been getting hit.
It's anyway. That shit is crazy. That's neither here nor there. I've been tripping off the fact that
we're gonna have to get a producer cam so y'all can see every time Nate shakes her head when we say some stupid shit.
Yeah. Producer cam.
She be over here like, oh my, here they go.
Here they go. No, but I don't like the the people like that's. So the thing that I don't like the most about what's been going on, especially here in LA, I know somebody personally in my life that's been a friend of mine for 20 years. His wife has been going through this immigration process to the point where they're going through everything the right way.
Yeah.
They're married, they got kids, he's rich, so he pay a lot of money in taxes. And so they go to the courts to try to do everything the right way, and they're arresting people at their court hearing.
What?
Yeah, so like if you show up, imagine you go to they call you like, Gina, you need to come to the principal's office to clear up why you fought Nay in the quad, and you like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the principal's office. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna go deal with whatever they tell me. I gotta do.
I get arrested.
Detention. As soon as you walk in, they be like, all right, well, we're going to deny your citizenship, and they arrest you, and that's it, detain you, whether you got kids with you or not. And so the kids is just like, what's going on? And they taking you away. Like that, I don't fuck with that.
I saw a story where the guy, he was at a graduation.
Yeah. And
he said that the ICE ran up in the graduation, and the kids is just there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't fuck with that. It's been very traumatic for a lot of people that I know that I grew up with, and so I just don't fuck with it. But I do want to shout out to Gavin Newsom, because Gavin Newsom is standing on his P's. Like, he ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? I think what's gonna happen with Gavin is kind of similar to what happened with Elon Musk before, where it's like, although we don't rock with Trump, or you might not like him or whatever, he's still the president of the United States. You can't just beef with the president of the United States. Like, it's going to be some sort of problematic issue with that. You know what I mean? You can't just openly on Twitter beef with the president of the United States. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but I do appreciate what Gavin has been doing. He's been creating a lot of in social media. He's been creating a lot of content, letting people know their rights. It's kind of like he's with the people more so than he's with his job, I guess, so to speak. Well, his job is the people, but anyway.
But he's not saying like, I'm standing on the side of the government.
Correct.
I'm with y'all.
Correct.
I'm out here with
y'all.
Which
is respect.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a video that bothered me where a guy was just on a bus stop.
Yeah.
And ICE ran up on him, and then I didn't see this for myself, but I just saw reports of it that they ran through the Santee Alley. Mm-hmm. And you guys are they're snatching up people who are trying to make honest living. Mm-hmm. I understand getting the illegal people and the people that are the criminals that's causing chaos and destruction, but these is people like, you know how we rock. Like, the Hispanics are our family.
Yeah.
My first best friend was Hispanic.
Mine too. All of mine.
I love Monique.
Mm-hmm.
I love Monique. Still to this day, we still follow each other. We still talk. Like, so I don't appreciate that they're getting people who are not causing any destruction. And then the shit that they just did this past week, y'all are really adding to it. Mm-hmm. With the sending the National Guard out and stuff. Like, they added to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see how people are reacting to everything, and I'm paying attention. Just like 4 or 5 years ago when it was us, I'm paying attention to how people are moving and seeing what they saying, and so I'm paying attention.
The other thing though, I think this just, and I don't know if what I'm even about to say even will help, but this just speaks to the whole situation. Trump is doing everything he said he was gonna do. He's very consistent. If he gonna do it, he said he gonna do it.
He gonna do it.
But I remember when people were saying like they were feeling like them voting for him, like they're not affected by what he's doing. And it's like, at the end of the day, no matter who you vote for, you're affected by what the president does. Everything. Yep.
Also, local elections. Pay attention. I'm gonna put a link in the description of this episode. Also, on my bio, we have a Protect Your Rights project campaign going through FYI. Shout out to Focus Your Ideas and my whole FYI team. It's full of resources. Just like when Gina and I were covering the fires and everything, it got hella resources, websites, numbers, lawyers, information that you can, if you got family members that's being detained, illegally deported, shows you your rights, who to call, who to get in touch with. Also has a map that updates in real time as far as where the ICE agents are moving and stuff like that. So Yeah, I'm gonna be putting that in the link in the description of this video, as well as on my personal pages at DJHED.
Another thing that I think people need to pay attention to, I don't understand why when people are exercising their right to protest.
Yeah.
And anytime that we protest, he's sending the freaking National Guard.
Yeah.
We have a right to protest.
Do have a legal right to protest.
But where was the National Guard on when they ran up in the Capitol on January 6th?
As you would say, you cooking right now. I didn't see not one national or guard.
People lost their lives.
I saw one guard.
Yeah.
And he was holding it down. Black dude.
Black man.
Yeah, black man holding it down anyway.
So something else that recently just happened. So this is Trump's at a press conference, and he says every U.S. citizen born after December 31st, 2024, before January 1st, 2029, the federal government will make a one-time contribution of $1,000 into a tax-deferred account that will track the overall stock market. These accounts will be privately controlled by the child's guardian.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, it's like, look, bro, we need people to start having kids.
Yeah.
And because nobody's having kids.
Or everybody pulling out.
You can't have kids. It's too expensive to have a kid. And who's in a relationship? Who's in a successful, healthy relationship right now? So
relationships is for people with money.
I'll tell you both sides of the thing. On one side, I'll give you the straight up thing. Population is declining, which is interesting because population has always been growing since we've been having intercourse, right? Mm-hmm. Population is declining. Elon and a bunch of these people, the MAGA people, are worried about the declining of population because the less kids being born, the less taxes, so the economy declines, all that kind of stuff, whatever, right? The conspiracy is, it's not that population is going down. It's the white population is going down, and it's more brown and mixed race people being born, and now the white people are going to become the minority and the brown people are going to become the majority. And that's the conspiracy that they worried about. Well, that's the conspiracy that people are saying that that's what they're worried about.
$1,000 don't make me want to push a baby out, though. And then it's not even like it's in hand. It's going into a controlled account.
Yeah.
So I think you get it. I watched the video, and I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, he said they get it once they turn 18. But if you add up everything, it doesn't even, based on what he said, it doesn't even accumulate to nothing.
Correct.
It's not like when they turn 18, they're going to have $18,000 or they get another $1,000 a year. It's just $1,000 that, stocks.
Yep.
It works in that same way, basically. So, I don't know. I don't think that's not going to make me want to fuck and have a kid. What would make me want to is maybe I get paid more money from wherever I work at, or maybe y'all just give me extra something on my check or something like that. Or drop the cost of living. So
the cost of living is stupid. I'm going to tell you something in regards to what you're speaking on. This is a national snapshot. According to a 2025 analysis by LendingTree, the average cost to raise a child to the age of 18 in the United States is $297,674. That's just from birth to 18. That's no extracurriculars. That's no camping trips, no buying a car. That's just keeping it alive.
What's the number again?
$297,674. Is what it costs to have a baby.
So $300,000.
$300,000 to have a baby from birth to 18 with no extracurriculars.
So $300,000 divided by 18 years.
Yes.
$16,000 a year.
$16,000.
Well, a little over $16,000.
Yeah. So it has it broken down into different places, right? So in California and New York, that goes up because the cost of living is stupid, right? Mm-hmm. In Massachusetts, it says annual costs can be over $35,000. Connecticut, $32,000, and then you go more further into the country or typical country communities. Mississippi says $16,000, and Arkansas will be $17,000. So at bare minimum, it costs you, let's say at the super bare minimum, it costs you $15,000 a year to have a baby, and that's just to keep it alive.
That's more than the average cost of most people's salary.
Yeah. in certain places, right?
Yeah. I mean, the average amount of most people's salary.
So I don't know what's going on. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not buying what they selling.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get me to 1,000. That ain't even enough to fuck.
Well, it depends. Like
1,000?
Oh no, not 1,000. No, I thought you meant the 15.
Only thing you can do for $1,000 is put your pussy lips on live.
For $1,000.
That's it.
At this, I mean, yeah.
You can't do. I don't think that the incentive that they're giving, like, that's just not enough. But I guess that's still not for us. Is according to what you talking about. That's for the whites anyway.
I did see this thing that
they might pay us to stop.
I saw a press conference in which the one of the directors, she's a female, I forgot her name. She held a press conference about the worry for her officers, the ICE agents. They are being doxxed now. Mm-hmm. Their identities are being exposed. She's worried about the safety of their officers. I seen this other dude in I think he was in Florida, police chief in Florida. He's like, if you do this, we're arresting you. If you do this, we're arresting you. If you throw rocks, you endanger the officer. Your family's gonna be notified that you've been killed because we not playing.
Also, we're on curfew right now.
Downtown LA got a curfew of 8 p.m., which is crazy because the way traffic is set up out here, nigga. Anyway,
if you get off work at 5 o'clock, you're gonna be in traffic probably until 8 or a little after.
Depending on where you live in the city, you get off work at 5, 6 o'clock, which is regular time here because you have a 9 to 5, which is what it's called. You get off 5:30, work a little overtime. By the time you hit the grocery store and like you caught in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So everybody stay safe.
Prayers up to everybody.
I hope the moral of the story is when people tell you who they are, believe them.
Yeah. Speaking of the protest, though, the anti-ICE protest, the BET Awards did happen, and Doechii used her moment, accepting her acceptance speech to shed light on, like she said, what's going on right outside. Yeah. Which is, we know the BET Awards are in downtown LA, which is where the protests are. And then I also saw a video of Lakia where she joined the protests after she left the BET Awards. Mm-hmm.
Doechii got which award did she get? Best female hip hop artist. Yeah, there we go. Who won best female? Yep, Doechii won for best female hip hop artist at the BET Awards. So she did do her acceptance speech. She did talk about what's going on. I thought it was dope, given the fact that Doechii's not from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you would expect that from somebody who's from here. I mean, it's still going down in Florida too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It's happening all over the country, in the Midwest, in the South, the West, even on the East Coast. I've seen people talking about it, that it's going down, and they play in their communities as well. But the BET Awards was full of surprises for me.
Yeah.
I was surprised that it was as good as it is. I was surprised that Dot being there. A lot of people was like, you didn't say that Dot was going to be there. Well, I didn't know he was going to be there. Like, I don't have this man's itinerary.
I didn't know he was going to be there, and that was one of the things we talked about during the Hip Hop Awards, which I had said, I hope that all those nominations that he got, I need him to show up for us. I need him to be there for us. And he did. He showed up. SZA showed up. Obviously, we talking about Doechii. She was there. The BET Awards, though, in general, they did an excellent job with the people who they decided to honor, the performances, and even the just the people that was just in the building in general. Mm-hmm. The people who presented awards, they did an amazing job. I felt like too, which I saw somebody tweet, they said BET said, fuck all this new shit, we going with the legends.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, the whole BET, the awards itself, it was 2000s nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, from, like I said, the people who presented, the people who got honored, and the people who performed. We've been talking about this for, all week or whatever, but there's a lot of R&B albums that turned 20 this year. Also, rap albums. Lil Wayne performed. Carter 2 turns 20 this year. T.I. was on stage. Keisha Cole performed with Glorilla.
Ashanti.
Ashanti album was 2003, her first one. But Ashanti is such a representation of 106 in Park. If you think about her, I forget if it's her second album or her first album, but there's an interlude where Free is on the introduction of it.
Oh yeah.
And Free's like, the #1 joint of the day.
Yeah.
We got Ashanti, So when Ashanti did her performance, Ashanti did all her number ones from 106 in Park, and they even said Ashanti's the first female artist to have a retired video on 106 in Park. The retired videos, if y'all don't know, it means that this was voted so much on the number one on the countdown that we had to retire it.
Yeah, get out the way.
Get it out the way.
Kind of like Not Like Us, where people said that it fell off the chart, but no, that's not what happened. But continue.
But yeah, I thought they did a good job of highlighting all the projects. Well, I don't even know if they intentionally did this, but I'm gonna just run through the list of people who were either they were just involved in the awards, and they have an album that turned 20 this year. So, Mariah Carey, she got honored, and she also performed tracks off of Emancipation of Mimi.
Yeah.
A. Marie has one who turned 20.
Look at that track list.
A. Marie performed. Keisha Cole came out with Glorilla. Omarion has an album. He performed. Jamie Foxx was honored. Marcus Houston was in the building. I think that's all of them. But yeah, we'll go over the list in a minute of all the albums that turned 20 this year. But I don't know. I just felt like BET did a good job of that 2000 nostalgia, and they also showed us why we need shows like Rap City and 106 in Park.
Yeah.
Because that was such a fresh feeling seeing Ludacris do that freestyle.
Yeah, man.
And the shit was hard.
I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna stand on what I'm saying. I think Luda could have came harder. Like, I think, like, Luda is one of my favorite rappers ever. And Luda wasn't even trying. He was skating. Like, he was playing with niggas. He wasn't even, like, trying to rap for real.
You think he slid?
I think he slid, but I don't think he was even trying. Like, I think it was just like Luda. Like, when I listened to it a couple times, and the second time, and I went back to it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's not even trying. Like, this is just him, like, playing. Like, if he was really trying to, like, for real, it would have been insane. I think he was like, I'm finna just give him something like.
You know what I would have loved though, and this is not a knock on them at all. I think they did an amazing job, but so. Remember when you're watching the freestyle, when you're watching Luda perform, in the background you see somebody with a hood on. Yeah. And it's like, oh shit, somebody else about to come out, because Big Tigger raps, and then Luda comes up. It's like, oh my God, somebody else. And it was fucking Kevin Hart. So
Dropper.
Yeah, in my mind I'm like, oh my God, who's coming next? But in that moment I was thinking like, dang, it'd be dope if Fab come up. It'll be dope if we get Bow Wow. Like, the people who just did such an amazing job back then, who, like, you just did an amazing just job at, on Rap City. There was also I forgot who said it, but it was during a presentation where they wanted to highlight all of the shows that from BET. They mentioned Hell Date. And then they mentioned Cedar's World.
Hell Date. Oh, my God.
Yeah. They was just talking about, like, all the ones that were, like, the shows that we, like, low-key forgot about, but they don't get their flowers.
Hell Date.
Hell Date was a good one.
That's crazy.
Hell Date was, because I done been on some Hell Dates.
Yeah.
Hell Date was a good one. I have hella notes right here because I was just sitting there crying. I was excited.
Why don't you cry?
I don't know. I'm a crybaby. Like, I got to see, like, all the hosts on stage together from 106 in Park. Like, that shit was hard. Like, they really the blueprint. They are the freaking blueprint. Like, we need 106 in Park, but Kevin Hart did a lot of cussing. Yeah. It was a lot of cussing. And I don't understand. I don't know the TV regulations, but isn't that a fine?
Well, yes and no. So I think now, because of the way that, because people understand the internet, I don't think that a lot of television abides by the standard rules of television. They don't make stuff for TV like that, more so than we know this is going to live beyond TV on the internet type stuff. So, yes, you're right on television, but also BET is a cable, quote unquote, network. It's not prime time like Channel 7 or Channel 3. On Channel 11. So I don't know I don't necessarily think that applies directly, but it does apply because it's on TV.
It has to, because we have never. I've just now probably seen a real version of Baby Boy.
But hold on,
a few years ago.
But to be fair, were you watching on the BET app or were you watching on BET television? Like, you have cable.
Cable.
And the words are coming through.
The words were coming through. Now I was also delayed. So I was delayed probably maybe 30 minutes, but you can rewind or whatever. So I did notice, like, he got hella shit off. Like, he kept saying shit. But I noticed that in some spots that it was muted. Like, because they do rehearsal. So maybe the time where they knew he was going to drop a cuss word, they were able, because when Kai Cenat said something, and he said, shut up, you can't say that on TV. That's what Kevin Hart said to him. So I know it has to be, but Kevin Hart touches so much fucking money, he probably going to pay the fine.
I mean,
he might pay the fine.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't think that they're going to get fined for that. That's just my opinion based on what I know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works with BET at this point because BET was Viacom property, and then they got acquired by Paramount. So I don't know where it's at now.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I feel like we got a free Kevin Hart stand-up show. Like that nigga roast everybody.
Yeah, nobody's off limits.
He was roasting Kirk Franklin.
Nobody's off limits. I'm one of them people who really believe that nobody's above the board, above the bars. Like everybody get these jokes.
One thing that was funny to me, off the rip, like I want to see Kevin Hart host every BET Awards. Like I thought that he was.
I don't know if they got a budget, man.
I thought he was one of the. I think he has some type of. It's something going on over there because I know he got the show. He got the cartoon.
Lil Kev.
Yeah, he got that, and then we see how much stuff Tyler Perry doing over there. One thing that Kevin Hart said during his monologue was, I want to make sure that everybody is honored. I want to make sure that everybody is getting their flowers and stuff, you know? And I do understand that they have writers and things like that for the host, but I feel like Kevin Hart might have had some say-so in the awards because another one of the things that he had said, I don't know if you've seen the clip, but he had told Drewski and Kai Cenat, I told them if they didn't let y'all do this and roam around, I wasn't hosting. So I think he has some sort of like, you know, like say so for the awards.
I mean, yeah, when you Kevin Hart and you on multi-platform like tycoon in that way, yeah, you can kind of demand what you want.
He said that Playboy Cardi looked like he got bit. And when you look at Playboy Cardi, he do kind of look like a vampire. Just he looked like him just a little bit.
I think I'm interested to see the sense of humor for the new generation of people because the new generation don't really clown on each other like that. Like you're laughing at Drewski, Drewski not laughing at you.
Yeah.
Or like DC Young Fly and like the new school of comedy, even like Pretty V and like all these people that people fuck with and follow. You're laughing at what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not laughing at you, making fun of you. That's the school I come from, bagging and roasting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I've been noticing like when the older niggas kind of like pick on the younger generation, it be certain people who get it and certain people who don't get it.
Yeah.
Because that ain't how they kind of came up. Because I remember when Craig Smith, who I'm a super fan of, that's the homie, Craig Smith, like he wrote, that's what he do. He's a roaster. Him and Nate Jackson, who I want to have come on this show, that's all they do is roast. Even Andrew Schultz, he be getting into it a lot with people because he roasts people in the crowd and stuff like that. But the new generation don't really fuck with that shit. Like
it's sensitive.
They be sensitive a little bit.
I think with like just roasting culture, we accept it from people who are funny. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll accept it from somebody that's funny. Fucking, I didn't see nobody get offended by. Well, I don't know if it could have been some tweets out there, but just being on Black Twitter, I didn't see nobody too much offended by what Jamie Foxx said with Stevie Wonder. He said, "How the nigga know where I'm at?" That was funny. That was funny.
The homie actually texted me. He said, "I told you Stevie can see."
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, shut up.
That was funny. Another highlight: Lil Wayne came out. He performed a song off Carter 6. Pissed me off.
And he did a milli, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pissed me off. As it's opening
Pissed
up.
me off.
As it was opening up, they were doing, it was the lady doing the intro to, which is the introduction on Carter 6 or whatever, and then all the albums was coming up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he finna show us why he finna show us why we need to, put some respect on this nigga name. And then I even seen Kai Cash post too. He said, not the Carter 6. He was there. So he had posted him, and he was like, not the Carter 6. And I was just, in my head too, I'm saying the same thing. Please, 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 please. And then it was the fucking Carter 6. But then he goes into a milli, which I thought was dope. What I also wanted to see from him was that he did a milli, and it goes into Got Money.
Oh yeah,
because remember
the video.
the Millie is the behind the scenes of Got Money.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne also has an album that turned 20 this year. The Carter 2 turned 20. So that was dope to see him. Everybody that hit the stage or that has some sort of like involvement with the BET Awards were 2000. They were like the representation of like 2000s nostalgia.
Yeah.
So that was dope to see that.
I think with the Wayne thing though, and shout out to Mac Main, because like a lot of people have been very disappointed in this Wayne campaign, like this rollout, the album, the way it sounds, and people sending Mac Main a lot of hate because they know that that's his guy or whatnot. And Mac Main has had his hands on pretty much everything that Wayne has done for the last 20 years or whatever the case may be. But this don't have nothing to do with Mac.
Yeah.
Like he did post a couple of times, like, "Hey, bro, like I've been working on my sports thing. Like this ain't got really nothing to do with me. All love to everybody. Sending love to Wayne." And all your reviews to Wayne, this don't have nothing to do with me. And I think
not over there no more.
This is very telling. Shout out to Mac. This is very telling, though. It's like certain people are the secret sauce to the recipe.
Yeah.
And I think with this Lil Wayne situation, Mac Main is one of them secret sauces that Wayne needs in order to give us the Wayne that we love.
Yeah.
All across the board, from being the performer that we love Wayne to be, to delivering the music that we love from Wayne, and also just being the GOAT that we love Wayne to be. I think all of that has to do with being marinated in that Mac Main oversight. So the reason I brought that up is because he posted once on Instagram story, then he tweeted something, and he was just saying, making it clear, like I didn't work on this project, like this not me. So.
Fun fact for the Lil Wayne fans, you'll see this in our short DJ Drama interview. He did tell us that they talked and that there's something coming, and it's not my something coming, so I'm not gonna tell y'all. Y'all can just go watch it and see what he said. But I think that DJ Drama being involved with Lil Wayne, that we're going to get that feeling back.
The dedication feeling.
Yeah. I believe that. I believe we are.
Yeah, dedication Wayne. I remember like probably before your Squad Up Wayne. I think different Waynes.
Yeah.
I think, and also when I remember Jeremy Hex saying that he was fucking with the Carters up until like the 4, and then the 5. He said 5 was cool, but he wasn't a fan of this one. But
yeah, same. Also the No Ceilings, but anyway.
No Ceilings.
I don't want to get mad again. So Mariah Carey looked the fuck good.
She always
sound the fuck good.
I've never seen Mariah Carey not look good.
She looked good. Do you know it was something that she had said that like I really felt where she was coming from, like just seeing everybody win and the people who were honored. But Mariah Carey said it feels better when it's from us. And it's like, yeah, it do feel better when it's from us. Like that award show, I wasn't there, but I'm in my living room by myself with my dog watching it. But it felt like back in the day. Remember when the awards used to come on and we was kids and everybody would like gather around like it was a Super Bowl or something? That's what that one felt like.
Yeah, it did feel
It felt like a family reunion. Everybody was there.
Yeah.
The people in the crowd even. It was just like everybody was there.
Also, I did shout out to Glorilla. I seen Glorilla get her flowers. I thought that was dope because she won a gospel award, which was random. Yeah. If you listen to Glorilla's music, people was like...
She said that, too.
People was like, Glorilla won a gospel award? What the fuck is going on? I'm like, man, I like Big Glow, man. I like that for her. Also, I think that it was super dope to see everybody embracing everybody, too. Yeah. Because you don't really see that many generations of hip-hop and R&B in the same room often.
But they did... back to Glow performing with Keisha Cole, and then because they like kind of merged the gap, they like bridged the gap.
She sampled Keisha Cole on her new record, Typer.
So her performing with Glow, and then seeing Leon Thomas win, I felt like okay, because we've been saying this for a long time, like music doesn't feel the same. But seeing those two new artists, Glow with being with Keisha Cole, and then Leon Thomas win, I felt like okay, wait, music is in good hands. Like we do gotta, like
we got a nice little wave.
We got a nice little wave, and I feel like the music, the new music, is so it feels better because like I've been saying this whole time, these albums have turned 20, but this the music that we was listening to when we was little. So now they're involving the legends, or the older, the more legendary acts or whatever, into their music, so we getting that feeling back. That
Yeah.
What else was there?
Yeah, it was a lot going on for Bow Wow and
So Bow Wow performed Like You by himself.
yes.
Bow Wow is Mr. 106 in Park. I think he has the most retired videos, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe pretty much his career started on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize that. How people say, like, oh, I watched this person grow up, or these people raised me. No, we literally watched Bow Wow grow up.
Literally. I remember when Bounce With Me came out.
Yeah.
And my little cousin lost her fucking mind.
Bow Wow.
And I was so irritated.
Bow Wow needs
She's like,
to
I want
be.
to listen to Lil Bow Wow. What the fuck is a Lil Bow Wow? What you mean?
Bow Wow, I feel like Bow Wow needs more. He needs more flowers.
Yeah.
He should be recognized. The Bow Wow needs to get an Icon Award.
You know what? And this is gonna probably be a hot take, but you know what I think Bow Wow needs before that?
What?
Bow Wow needs self-awareness.
Why?
I think he does a bad job of communicating his greatness, cause he be like yelling and crashing out and like, bro, you are a young OG now. Like, and I would tell him that too. Like when I talk to him, like, hey, bro, you a young OG now. You don't have to. Yes, you should let people know your accolades and put some respect on your name, but you don't have to go about it the way you do. And I think that will yield better outcomes for him, because he is a legend at this point. Like you have to put respect on Bow Wow's name.
But his his trolling and like crash outs and stuff like that, it don't take away from the catalog.
It don't take away from the catalog, but what I'm saying is the perception of you has to match where you are, and where he is a young legend.
Yeah.
Like he's younger than me. And he's like a legend. He's legendary status above most people that's done music. All together. So I think if he started to move like that, people would treat him like that more.
Yeah.
More so than he conducts himself like a YN sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the perception of him gets lost, and that's where people can discard your catalog and play you to the left like you ain't great. Same thing like I was talking about, like with Wayne. Like Wayne moves like that sometimes.
Yeah. So then also, I'm gonna keep saying this because BT did a good job of, I feel like, bridging the gap of generations. Deion Cole comes out.
Shout out to Deion. I love Deion Cole.
And then they was doing the vibe check.
Yep.
I love that vibe check.
Yeah.
So they do it 7 o'clock on the dot, and then remember everybody start performing, and then the girl was like, it's 95 degrees, so she do the Glorilla. But then they did what was the older song? The other one they did?
I don't remember none.
Ooh, and I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know the person. You know the name?
No.
That name?
Guy.
They did that. I thought that was hard.
It's not Guy.
It's not Guy.
I like. It's
not.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I like it. Turn. I like the way. I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do. Ooh, and I like
The Barge.
That's the Barge?
I think so. That's what Avery said.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, but that was hard. I like that vibe check. I'm still in that vibe check.
You gonna do a vibe check?
Yeah, my vibe check right now. This is what I just did. At the show that I had just. Shout out to my girl. I just hosted her show.
Watch the nipples.
Oh shit! Watch the nip slip.
Yeah.
But my vibe check is my vibe check is wop 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 wop.
God, fuck him up.
Yeah. That's my vibe check when I'm hosting.
I like that.
But I like that one. I like the one they did. I'm still in that. Jamie Foxx was honored. And Jamie Foxx also has an album that turned 20 this year. So this was
unpredictable.
Yeah. So I was like crying when Jamie Foxx, when they did the tribute, because there's multiple reasons why I was crying. So the first thing, just to call back to his stand-up that he did, where he told us what happened when he said he's getting a second chance at life. This is his second round of life. So if you remember it, it felt like you was watching somebody at their own funeral.
Yeah.
It felt like you was watching somebody speak at their own funeral. So with that in mind, and then seeing him be honored at the BET Awards, when Ludacris came out, I saw the feeling go through his body. Like, he was shocked to see Ludacris come out. So Ludacris comes out, they doing the whole tribute and stuff. Remembering how his stand-up was, I felt like I was watching somebody in the afterlife look at their own tribute. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, this tribute could be a whole different type of energy.
Yeah.
If what happened, didn't happen and he didn't get a second chance. We will be honoring him, like Angie Song, for another reason. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that was like the pure, like that right there was the best example of giving somebody their flowers while they can smell them.
Yeah, I think that was super dope. Also, his connection with his daughter too, and I have a friend who's a family friend of theirs, and she has always told me about the bond that him and his daughter have. So yeah, I thought that was super dope.
I thought that was hard. I just hope that we do more of. I like that they because usually I think they do like one honoree.
Yeah.
I like that they did 4.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope. But yeah, just watching him give his acceptance speech and all of that, it just felt like you're seeing somebody. It's like what I wish I would have heard somebody who passed away say, or you know what I'm saying, like what I wish I would have been able to witness from somebody who's no longer here with us anymore. Like that's what that did to me. But they BT did they shit.
Did they big one?
They did.
It's not an ad BT,
one.
But it could be.
It could be.
But yeah, shout out to BT. Shout out to everybody that also participated in the BT experience. I know that Tommy the Clown and I can't remember. It was a bunch of people that they tapped in with locally that got to shine too. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciated that. Also, what are the other R&B albums?
Wait, before we get into that, we didn't talk about how Playboi Carti paid homage to Lil Wayne.
Yeah. That was
coming out with the he had the dress, the bape on with the lollipop.
And Ty Dolla $ign brought that up randomly when we talked to him too. He was saying that he said, "Bro, I got my whole body tattooed and I got dreads. That's because of Lil Wayne."
That's because of Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
That's because of Lil Wayne. So I don't know. I just feel like they did a good job of like.
Name a more influential rapper in the last 15 years than Lil Wayne.
A more influential in the last 15 years. Like that people wanted to be like.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else that people wanted to. I don't even know if that
people, rappers, artists want to be more like Lil Wayne probably than anybody else I could think of.
So I think that Lil Wayne is the last era of other people wanting to be somebody else. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a time where that was cool to want to
be like them.
Be like somebody else. And I think that actually ends with our age group. I don't know what, and maybe it's just because we're aging out of it, but the kids probably do want to be Lil Baby or Roddy Ricch or YG or something like that. But
I could see people want to be. I've seen artists try to be Roddy, and I've seen artists try to be Future
with the sound and stuff. Yeah, but I don't even know if these artists, the current artists, even have a physical if they look like anything that somebody wants to. What is it? Emulate physically. You know what I'm saying? Like in 2000, what was that? Like 2009 when Carrie Hilson was popping. I always had that blonde streak. Like I wanted to be Carrie Hilson. I had the blonde streak. I had anything that she did. I thought I was her. I thought I was Carrie. I don't even think that the new people have any characteristics for people to copy. Like everybody. That might
be a problem too.
But is it? Because at least we don't get, but like not like that. No disrespect, that's still my goat. But nigga, he was walking around with a styrofoam cup with syrup in it.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, I think that maybe artists aren't unique enough where now people can be there. I remember somebody told me that, and we can move off of this, but somebody told me that maybe like 12 years ago, they was like, "What's your mask?" It was a marketing person. And it's like, "What's your mask?" I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Every artist should have a mask." I was like, "I don't know what that means." He says, "How does someone be you for Halloween?" If somebody can't be you for Halloween, you're not unique enough.
Yeah, I don't see none of.
And I was like, damn.
I don't see that.
That kind of just it made me think about it for a minute. But
another thing we didn't talk about, and I did fall asleep, so I saw the clips of this. But Snoop Dogg was honored, and then Tyler Perry gave an amazing speech. Tiana Taylor performed, and Taraji. That's what I'm saying. Taraji is very impactful to the 2000s from Baby Boy. Like, they did a good job of bringing. Like, I know the budget was crazy. The budget was crazy. Pam and Gina.
Yeah, from what I understand, they did have a budget this year.
Pam and Gina is in a crowd. Kevin Hart come out handing out Usher cherries. He actually had Usher's robe on. You saw that the picture, he had Usher's name crossed out. And then Kerry Washington helps him present the next performance. That shit, they did good.
They was cracking.
They did so good. Like, you know how we say, like, the BET Awards is ours. They did an amazing job of doing, like, the BET. I don't know if there's awards for award shows.
No.
But they need an award for that award show.
Yeah, I don't think that is.
That was hard.
I'm cool on that.
I don't know why I wrote. Oh, yeah, Marcus Houston presented. He also got an album that came out in 2005. I don't know why I have T-Pain on here. Was T-Pain on the thing?
What song was that Joe Budden was on, Marcus Houston? It's something in the club.
It's an album cut. It wasn't
a single? No, they shot a video for it.
But it wasn't nothing that we still listening to.
No, not still listening to, but that song was a thing.
I want to say it's track 3.
Because I remember Joe Budden was like it's called Clubbing.
Did T-Pain come out? Because I don't know why I have him on my notes.
I don't remember.
He came out, right? Okay, T-Pain also has an album that turned 20 this year. This is what I'm saying. Somebody at the BET Awards is cooking. They did fucking good. Let me see. That's all my notes. Drewski and Kai Cenat was dope to see them. I thought it was funny as hell seeing Drewski, Kai, and Kevin Hart together. And it was so damn funny when Kai came out and he cussed, and then Kevin Hart got mad at him, and then they start reading the teleprompter.
Yeah.
This was fucking fun. This was fun. I love this award show. But the albums that turned 20 this year.
R&B albums.
R&B albums that turned 20 this year. And on the topic of rap, Young Jeezy's, is it Thug Motivation?
Thug Motivation 101.
That one turned 20. Common's B turned, is it called B?
What,
Common?
Yeah, it's called B.
That one turned 20. Lil Wayne, like I said, the Carter 2. Pull up that note we had while I go through the R&B ones. All right, so starting off, Chris Brown, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Faith Evans, A-Marie, Genuine, Keisha Cole, T-Pain, Trey Songz, Omarion, Tony Braxton, Bobby Valentino, Jamie Foxx, 112, Marcus Houston, Pretty Ricky, R. Kelly, Anthony Hamilton, Ray J, and Rihanna. All have albums that turned 20 years old.
All right, so rap albums, it would be Kanye West, Late Registration, Common B, 50 Cent, The Massacre, Game, the documentary, Missy Elliott, The Cookbook, Beanie Siegel, The Becoming, and Lil Wayne, The Carter 2, and then Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101.
So this is
cracking ass year.
We were spoiled in 2005.
Super spoiled. We got a Kanye album, a 50 album, a Game album, a Missy album, a Game album, a Lil Wayne album, and a Jeezy album in the same year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? They do it. Everybody just named a legend.
And then all them R&B albums. So, and a lot of those are their debut projects. Yeah. They're either their debut projects or they're what most people will argue are their best albums that they ever put out.
You think, okay, you know how we did the hip hop 50th? Well, we didn't do it, but you know how hip hop celebrated 50 years of hip hop, and they did this big celebration with all these different LL Cool J, like everybody.
Yeah.
What if we started doing like a 20-year celebration every year, or like a 10-year celebration every year of certain albums, and have everybody that had classics or whatever come out that year do that show? What's
funny is, so I posted those all those albums on my Twitter, and that's what people was in the comments saying, like, dang, we need a 20th show, a 20th year show.
But I'm saying every year there will be another concert that celebrate the next batch of albums that turned 20, 10.
You know what was also a good year was last year, and I don't even think we talked about it enough, but last year, Confessions.
Yeah.
Life Jennings. Destiny Fulfilled, which are all, and I think Avant had one too that had dropped in 2004. The early 2000s was cooking
and
with albums.
I don't know if I should be saying this publicly, but I'll throw it out there just to manifest it. I've been talking to 40 E40 because my ghetto report card turns 20 next year, and I've been trying to set this shit up. Like, I've been really on his ass. Like, hey, bro, we need to do this. Like, my ghetto report card changed things for California from a standpoint of introducing a sound that nobody had no idea about, this hyphy movement going on in the Bay. And
my ghetto report card was 2006.
2006.
You want to know what's crazy? I believe that's the same year Rise came out.
It was a whole thing.
And Stump the Yard. Because
we went from hyphy, because even in Southern California, we was fucking with hyphy. We fucked with hyphy, and then we went right into jerk, and then we right into ratchet. And all that stuff is connected. Now, if we do this 20 years, that's why I'm pitching this, putting this in the universe. Somebody need to put this together, we can figure it out. But if we can keep this rolling, the next 5, 6, 7 years be cracking with concerts.
Yeah.
Because that whole 2005 going all the way up to damn near 2010, 2012. And then from 2010 to like 2016, you get Mustard.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, we got 10 years of some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
No, that, but that was just, not to go back, but watching the BET Awards just showed how important the early 2000s were. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because we got all of those great, T.I. performed, we got so much great performances out of that. And then even when they did their own top 10 live performances of, for the videos for 106 in Park.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just showing us how dope and how amazing the music was back then. And now we need that to continue to be highlighted, because I feel like people forgot.
They did forget.
People kind of forgot.
People forget all the time.
So there's this clip from Family Feud.
Bro, before you say that.
What?
Oh, that was last year.
What album?
Urban Legend, T.I. But T.I. King came out 2006. I'm saying, bro.
Is that Whatever You Like?
Bro, yeah.
Yeah,
that's Whatever You Like. That's Why You Wanna.
Why You Wanna.
What
go
You Know.
That, look, hey.
Bro, man, we watch this. That shit, I'm telling you, every 2000, that early 2000 run, we need these concerts.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna go up.
Yeah. But that's what I was telling you when we was talking about the Millennial Tour. Like, we had, B2K performed. But
and they wrestling,
they did? Okay, so I must have fell asleep.
B2K,
by then. Oh, they posted it? Okay. And that was dope to see B2K together, because we know that they keep having little shit going on behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But even like just Bow Wow, I can talk about this damn awards.
B2K announced 2026 reunion tour.
I could talk about this damn awards all day.
And now that that's out there, I did talk to Omarion, and he told me that this was coming.
You know what I had envisioned while they was on stage? Because so Bow Wow performs, right? And I'm like, dang, it would have been hard if it started off with Goodies, Sierra, My Goodies. Because that was crazy on 106 in Park too. Yeah. She do My Goodies, boom. And then it transitioned into Like You. And then Like You transitioned into Girlfriend with Omarion. And then B2K come out, B2K perform. And then somewhere, somehow, some way, Jermaine Dupri came out. You know how he did it. But now Jagged Edge hit the stage. You know, like, it just could have been so much like, I love this award show.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm telling you, I was sitting on that couch crying. I'm like, this my childhood. And what's such a good blessing? Well, not such a good blessing. What's such a blessing about seeing all these people grace the stage is that they all look good and they all sound good. Bow Wow was performing like that motherfucker came out this year.
Yeah.
He worked that stage.
He got a point to prove too.
Yes. But I don't know. So anyway, Family Feud. There's a clip of Family Feud where they did. The question was, obviously, we polled 100 people and we asked this: who's the greatest rapper of all time?
Yeah.
So number one was Snoop Dogg. Tupac was on there. It was Tupac. It was Snoop Dogg. It was 50 Cent. No, I think they got an ant on Eminem. But they was throwing all these names out there. They said Kendrick. They said Drake. They said all these
Snoop
people.
Dogg was number 1, Tupac number 2, Eminem number 3, and then they got Jay-Z at number 10, which is crazy.
But Dr. Dre was the one that they couldn't get.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dre was on there too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. But I do think it's interesting. I think Snoop Dogg is the biggest rapper of all time.
He is the biggest. Yeah. It's not even close.
I think he is. But anyway, so Not Like Us is the most streamed rap song of all time.
Of course it is.
I love this not just because of it being Kendrick Lamar. I love this because it's a diss song.
Of course you do.
It's a diss song. It's the most streamed rap song of all time.
2.84 billion streams.
That's crazy.
It beats the record previously held by Rockstar by Post Malone, which was written by. You don't know? You don't know about that?
Wait, I didn't even hear you. I zoned out.
Rockstar.
Uh-huh.
By Post Malone.
Uh-huh.
You know who wrote that record or helped write that record?
No.
Joey Badass.
Really?
Yeah, look it up.
That's the second most stream?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Who wrote Post Malone Rockstar?
I hate when people sound out what they typing. That shit pisses me off.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
So Joey Badass says he co-wrote Rockstar by Post Malone.
Shout out to Joey Badass.
Well, the second most streamed rap song. I mean, I don't know if you would. I guess you can classify as a rap song. I ain't here to argue that. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Not Like Us, 2.84 billion streams, which is insane. Okay, that's why I got taken off the chart. It went a year straight in the Billboard top 10. Top 5, whatever you want to call it. And so what they do is take it off to make room for other songs because it's like this just gonna keep going. Right now, Morgan Wallen is one of them. His whole damn album on the Billboard, which is crazy. They streaming the shit out of that country stuff. But yeah, shout out to Kendrick K. Lamar, OK Llama. Super dope for us and for you because it's a great song. Yeah. Also, craziest. Okay, so let's go into this. Craziest song titles or concepts of all time. Not of all time. What's the craziest song title or concept for you?
Good crazy or bad crazy?
Just wow.
Okay. Craziest song title or song concept.
Mm-hmm.
Because I Got High. Because I Got High.
Yeah.
And Stepdaddy.
Okay. So that's the title and the song and the concept.
Because I got high, I was gonna but then I got high. Yeah. And if you ever been high, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
Because boy, don't let me chew an edible on the way home. My hair not getting wrapped, and this makeup not coming off. I'm waking up with this makeup on the sheets. It's makeup on the sheets. Because I got high. Because I got high. And then the other one, Stepdaddy. I'm going to call your mama. Call my mama. I'm going to tell your mama. Tell my mama. You so bad. I'm so bad. You just mad because you ain't my dad. That nigga was tripping.
That nigga was tripping. Moral of the story.
Do you know how mad you had to be at your girlfriend's kids to go get in a studio and make a song about it?
Let me see.
That's crazy.
Hey, let me put up the. I want to see the lyrics.
Stepdaddy. Stepdaddy. Like that's how you say it. I'ma call your mama. Call my mama. I'ma tell your mama. Tell my mama. You so bad. I'm so bad. You just mad because you ain't my dad. Stepdaddy. Stepdaddy.
You say it like that one more time.
Stepdaddy.
Crazy. So I'm gonna go with she gonna play the dance.
Nigga, use the video.
Support for NPR music.
The video. They got my nigga from Parent Trap on here. Pops is on the video. The rapper name is Hitman Sonny Sam. Stepdaddy.
I'm gonna go. So song title.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I had one before, but now I want to rethink it.
What's the one you had?
The one I had was. What was the song title? The title was. I don't remember the song title.
You know, it was also a crazy concept.
What?
Who let the dogs out?
That's the name of the song too.
Who let the dogs out?
That
Remember the video?
Yeah.
I think that was that the soundtrack on Rugrats?
It was called. You know what it was? It was called something by the Bloodhound Gang, back in the day. And it was like it was like you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, but let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. It's like, what you talking about, my nigga?
Not Discovery. It was a Discovery Channel jingle.
No, this was a real hit record. This was like it was by the Bloodhound Gang. I don't remember the name of the song. That's why I can't remember the name of the song. Another crazy concept. Ain't no fun.
Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo.
Manny Fresh.
What song?
Manny Fresh wrote that.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did he produce this too?
I don't think so, but Manny Fresh wrote that.
The party went out the back, went on. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. After the back with you.
Oh, you know it was a crazy concept now that I think about it? Because
What?
you just did that bullshit ass Caribbean knockoff, whatever is Shaggy.
She called me red-handed.
If she caught you red-handed, why are you still saying it wasn't me?
Cause he's a lying ass nigga. Like niggas, you niggas be
Like, the hook is she caught me red-handed, creeping on the bathroom floor, and he say it wasn't me.
Honey came in and she
It
called me
wasn't me,
red-handed,
nigga.
creeping on the bathroom
Hey, you
floor.
talking about a commitment to the lie?
Picture this, we were both butt naked. How could I forget that I had given her an extra
You
key?
gave her extra key and you cheating in the house?
Cause he's a stupid nigga. Niggas is stupid. Niggas is stupid. Niggas be
You
stupid.
gave her a key. Don't cheat in the house, my nigga.
Yeah, that was a crazy.
Another concept for me would be Ain't No Fun, Snoop Dogg. Ain't No Fun if the homies can't have none is a wild concept in 2025.
Bitches do be getting passed around though.
Yeah, but not, I mean, the shit that they saying on the song.
Uh-huh.
Let's Get High, Dr. Dre.
Let's get high.
No. How does the song start?
What'd he say?
Dun 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 dun. All these
All these hoes in here. Somebody here gone. Yeah, we need to talk to him about that. You know, another one that was bad. I mean, not bad, but a crazy concept. What it is, ho? What's up?
Yeah.
Can a nigga just get in?
That ain't that bad though.
touch? Nigga, they're fucking on the intro. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what's another crazy one? Pull my hair.
Which one? Trina?
No, Yin Yang Twins.
Oh.
Pull my hair. Fuck me, daddy. Spank me, daddy. Fuck me. Shit. She say that. That's on the song.
Damn.
That she said that.
Yeah, it's a lot of records out here that
No. Y'all niggas was doing some crazy shit back in the day.
What you mean?
That's your generation.
That ain't my generation, fool.
All of that is.
Well, yes.
All of that is. If you was outside, that's your generation.
So I got one more for you, then we move on.
What?
Eminem.
What?
Nigga, all of them.
Cleaning out my closet is crazy.
All of them, fool. That nigga was tripping.
Yeah, he had some shit.
I had Eminem's. I got in trouble. I got in trouble with my mom because I used to have Eminem's thing on my voicemail. You know when you first get your phone and you put we used to have like music on our voicemails and stuff. So I had Eminem, but I would say yo, it said Slim Shady does not give a fuck what you think. If you don't like it, you can suck his fucking cock, like right. And so I had that on my voicemail, and my mom was like, no, because I was banging that Marshall Mathers LP. That was my shit.
Another crazy one was dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Motherfucking the Isley Brothers.
I'm not even going R&B because at that point it get real tricky.
That
Going
contagious.
if we go Isleys to R. Kelly to Age Ain't Nothing But a Number is a wild concept for a record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was dark times.
Yeah, it was very. It was what they call it, dark hours. What's the name of that shit?
What?
What's the dark hour? What's the
Scary hours?
Yeah, it was scary hours outside.
Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's a lie your parents told you when you were a child that you found out it wasn't true? You found out it was a lie once you became an adult. Because it just, once you become an adult, you realize it just didn't make sense.
I was talking about this shit yesterday with the homie because somebody was eating carrots. I think you be feeding your dog carrots too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, remember when we was a kid, they told us that we had to eat carrots so we can keep seeing? So your vision would get improved. Like your carrots make your eyesight better.
They didn't tell me that lie.
Oh, I was fed that lie. We was eating carrots like we were Bugs Bunny around this motherfucker.
The eating lie though was the milk. Yeah. I mean, not eating, but if you drink milk,
the food pyramid.
Yeah, your body will be strong and
that's why everybody
got
fibroids.
Tall. Yeah,
because that milk.
What's another?
Another one for me was swallowing gum and watermelon seeds. If I swallow the black watermelon seed, the watermelon was gonna grow in my stomach and I was gonna bust.
Now, the Magic School Bus had us thinking that, and Rugrats. Rugrats went inside Chucky's stomach
to get the watermelon seed.
So,
why was they telling us this shit?
I don't know why. My mama had told me, and I want to call both my parents and call them out right now.
Call them. My
daddy told me that he said, Gina, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, I can see everything you do. And I'm not.
Your dad is Professor Xavier.
I'm not gonna hold you. I always thought that my daddy could see me everywhere.
How?
Like, I don't know, but that's what I thought. And like for the most part, I was a good kid. So because I always thought that, my daddy could see me. My mama told me that if I don't go to sleep, the Sandman was gonna come get me.
Yeah, I remember that.
She said the Sandman was gonna come and get me. So I'm like, Mommy, who's the Sandman? Yeah. And she said, when you wake up in the morning and you had them eye boogers, that's because the Sandman came and sprinkled sand in your eyes. So, baby, you need to go to sleep because I know you don't want to see him. So I used to think that my mama was up in the middle of the night with the Tooth Fairy, the Sandman, Santa Claus. I never believed in the Easter Bunny. I don't know his myth. But they had me believing all this stuff. And there's sometimes when I'll be laying in my bed at this big-ass age, I'll be laying in my bed and I'll be getting sleepy and I'll be like, I need to hurry up before the Sandman comes. Like I had just.
That's trauma.
So let me.
Yeah, that's these parents.
Let me get them on the phone.
These parents are responsible for a lot of this delusion.
Yeah.
That y'all experiencing. The Sandman. Put it on the mic, or put it on the top.
Hi, Mommy.
We're calling. I'm on my way to get something to eat.
Okay, look, real quick.
You on the radio?
So, you on the radio. You live on the radio. So, We're talking about lies that our parents told us when we were kids, and we realized that they were lies when we became adults. So one of the lies that you told me was that if I didn't go to sleep, I needed to hurry up and go to sleep because the Sandman was coming.
Yes, that's one.
She proud about it.
Why you lie?
Why you lie to me?
Why did I lie to you?
About the Sandman.
Oh, just to get you to go to sleep, sweet. That's all.
That's crazy.
I couldn't have been that bad.
No, you weren't bad like that.
No, I'm saying like to where I wouldn't go to sleep.
I have a question.
No, babe.
Okay, have you ever, like when Gina was a real, like an infant or a toddler, did you ever take some some NyQuil or Hennessy and like rub it on her gums?
Hennessy?
Oh, no.
Haven't you heard of people doing that?
Of course. Alcohol to a child? No.
It knock them right out.
I'm sure it would.
I remember parents doing that.
I don't even like hard liquor.
They used to get mad because they would put me in the car and drive me around circles so I could go to sleep. You remember that, Mommy?
Mommy, I mean, baby, anywhere we went, everybody else would be asleep but you.
She like, I'm up.
Everyone else was older. If you're the youngest one, my brother used to say, if she gonna go to sleep, how she gonna grow? Isn't that when kids grow when they go to sleep? She'll never grow.
That's why I'm short. And then you told me if I lie, I was gonna get a bump on my tongue.
Yes, and I was told that same one when I was coming up. So.
And mommy, you told me if I had sex before I was 18, I was gonna die.
Damn.
Yeah, I did, but it was just because people were just too fast, especially your friends. Oh my goodness.
Not
my friends? It was Kayla friends. I was fast.
Do you have any science to? Do you have any science to back up the death after intercourse?
No, she was just saying stuff. No, she don't.
What did he say?
Do you have any science to back up the death after intercourse?
Oh, no. No, it was a fib.
All right.
And I didn't even use the word lie. Tell them my word was story.
Okay? Oh, yeah, she don't like that word lie.
Oh.
All right, I got to call my daddy and confront him about his lies.
Okay. Stories.
His stories. Bye, mommy.
Have a blessed one, okay?
Thank you. I love you.
Bro,
okay,
you know what's crazy is they don't even have no remorse for what they told us.
Mm-mm.
Like she ain't taking it back.
No, she's standing on it.
She's standing on it. Like,
She's
I told you
standing
that
on
so you go to sleep. Or you can just tell me to go to sleep.
Hi, Daddy.
What's up, Gina?
You live on the radio.
Okay.
So we're talking about the lies that our parents told us that when we was kids and we believed them. So one of the lies you told, because I really just want to know, because now I still we kind of believe in it sometimes. When I was a kid, you said, you know, Daddy could see everything you doing. Even when you're not here, I can see. Yep.
Yep.
So why would you tell her that?
He said, Daddy got eyes and ears everywhere. Why would you tell me that? You know, sometimes I still be seeing you can see me, thinking you can see me.
I do. That's why I have you on my navigator. I'm just playing. I mean, on my, not navigator, what you call it?
To find my iPhone?
Yeah.
I mean, location?
Yeah.
No, but I thought you could actually see me.
I know it.
Why would you tell her that?
So she'll behave.
Hey, both of your parents just say just straight up. You know what I'm saying? No remorse, no. Oh, it's just because this is the result I needed.
I just called my mama about the lie y'all told me about the Sandman. Remember the Sandman?
Yeah. You know another one I used to say?
What?
This gonna hurt more than it hurt. This gonna hurt me more than it hurt you.
That was a lie?
The spanking?
Hey, we got the clip.
You was lying. It's gonna hurt me more than it hurt. No, it's hurting me.
It's hurting me more than it's hurting you. I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel nothing.
That's a good
I
one.
whooped your ass though.
Okay, bye, Daddy. I love you.
What?
I love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Yo, that's crazy.
They standing on it.
Standing on it.
Standing on it is crazy.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hit us up right now, though. Let us know if there are any lies that you believed as a kid because your parents said so.
Told you a story.
Told you a story, as my mama would say. And you realized when you're an adult that it was just a complete bullshit.
Oh, another one was for me was playing video games and watching TV. I was gonna go blind.
No.
That's stupid.
No. My mama used to say, you can't play music at the same time the TV is on.
What?
Or the electricity would go out.
That probably was real.
It was.
Depending on where you was living at. You was living in Watts. Where was you at?
I was for sure on the east side.
Yeah.
The motherfucker probably was gonna go
That's
out.
some east side shit.
That's
I know that.
yeah.
I know that one for sure.
Oh my goodness, that's good. Do you got another word before we get up out of here?
No, I don't have another word, but I do want to say that this is our 50th episode.
Yes, happy 50th.
This is our 50th episode. I did post a gang of our photos from this past weekend.
Yeah.
Because there were people who told me that I was kind of crazy for leaving my previous situation and start a new situation, and having Black women a part of my situation, and so we 50 episodes in, and so you know what I mean. But yeah, it's all good. and make sure you subscribe. Our YouTube is growing faster than expected.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that's been tapping into the YouTube. Gina and Nay and PB and Avery have all been working very hard behind the scenes to make sure the show keeps growing. And myself included. We got some really dope things coming up. And shout out to Sway for always having our back.
Shout out to the big homie Sway. Sway popped up to our Pandora playback.
He did.
And there's a thing that everybody knows here internally is that I don't want Head or Sway to be around when I do live events because I'll be nervous. But this time I was doing it with you. So now you can come to my other ones now.
What the fuck?
Because we did it together. So I kind of got pushed for you to be there.
We did the other one together.
What other one we did?
With Sway.
We was live?
Yeah.
When we did one with Sway?
We did his show.
No, that's different.
It's a show. We did it together.
No, this is what I'm saying. I get nervous when people who I idolize are in the room.
Okay.
When I'm doing something live, like with a live audience, because everything is boop, bop, bam right there on the spot. It's different from me sending y'all something that I do because I can edit it and make it look good. But for y'all to actually be in the room when I'm doing it, it kind of fucks with me. So I kind of got like, boom, you was there because we did it together, but then Sway walked in. So...
Yeah, Sway said you did. He said we did a very good job, and he's proud of you.
Oh.
And so yeah, when I talked to him today, that's what he said.
I love Sway.
Yeah. So
yeah, y'all welcome to come to all the other ones.
Well, thank you for inviting me to some shit I work at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Because J1 no.
Yeah, J1.
I tell J1 them niggas can't come.
Yeah, he definitely said, you know what, Gina doesn't necessarily need you in the building, so nigga, fuck Gina. Nigga, Gina don't run my key card. Nigga. I got my own key card.
Deactivate his badge, please.
You know what I'm saying? Also, the card game. You got a card game.
Yes, yeah.
And the merch and the mixtape.
HofashionsCom is where you can purchase the card game. I am, like I said earlier in the show, I am dropping a mixtape called R&B Bitch. I am not rapping on it. I am not featured on it. Well, I do have some skits, and it's me and Tally. Fun fact.
Tally Spencer.
Tally Spencer is on the first track of the mixtape. I don't want to reveal the track list yet. I did make a post and I blocked out the track list except for one, which is because that song has already been I played with it on social media already, but it's the Whole Fashions jingle, which is with Jason Cash and Major. Mm-hmm. So Jason Cash is on there, but it's other artists who are on there, and I also have some artists who are a part of the most recent rap beef that are on the mixtape. That is dropping June something. I don't want to give y'all a date. I'm going the end of June. Mm-hmm. The end of June is what I'm shooting for. Hopefully next week I'll have the merchandise that I can actually show y'all, and then I'll put it up on the website and everything so everybody could, go ahead and order it. But yeah, R&B Bitch on the way. It's nothing but freestyles. And then it's also to launch my new freestyle series called Let's Rap. So go follow Let's Rap CD on Instagram. And project coming soon. My first one. This also is a celebration of my 10 years in media. I was supposed to drop it last year, but you know how it is. Getting verses back. Yeah. So it didn't happen. But this year, I'm dropping it. Usually what I do for those who don't know, since 2014, I've been dropping a cipher every year. So this is my, what is it called? Not rendition. Is rendition the right word? This is what I'm doing in replace of the ciphers. Is dropping a mixtape.
There you go.
So R&B Bitch on the way.
There you go. Also, make sure you go on our podcast platforms and hit that follow button or subscribe to our audio podcast on all platforms. And shout out to everybody involved in the BET Awards because Gina enjoyed the hell out of herself and was crying in her apartment. And make sure you go to our website. We're going to be revamping that soon. Our producer, Nay, has insisted that we revamp our website, effectiveimmediately.live. And we'll see you next week.
Wait, we also dropped an interview with Doechii.
Oh, Doechie's up right now.
Yeah, Doechii is up, and then Lil Kayla is on the... Lil Kayla's out. And I just refreshed YouTube Studio, and Jagged Edge is loading.
Jagged Edge
is on the way.
Yeah, we got a lot of interviews. We did 9 interviews in 2 days. So
we cooking.
we got a lot of stuff coming, so keep it locked. Also, look out for that Pandora playback with Gina Views and DJ Head with Ty Dolla $ign. And we'll see you next week.